Hi, my name is Lynn Johnson and I'm the National Coaching Coordinator for Bowls New Zealand. The purpose of this video is to show players and coaches sound basic technique in bowls. We really want all new players coached in this way so that they can develop to be the best that they can be. We're very lucky to have the expertise of Stu Butter, the current national coach, Clara Soper, a biomechanist who has been working with Stu over the last 2 years, Joe Edwards, the current World and Commonwealth Pairs Champion, and Shannon McIlroy, who is a member of the New Zealand Under-18 team. We want all coaches to really use this video to help those players be the best that they can be and to make people realise that coaching is the key.
The sports arena is a totally different place in today's environment. Continuing development and training in all aspects of one's sporting code is not only advantageous but quite necessary. We see this constantly with our professional sports people and athletes, and it is slowly being adopted by a wide range of amateur sports as well. And our sport is no different. Since 2001, we've seen many players embrace the introduction of sports science. Primarily, we have seen the focus on sports psychology, fitness and conditioning, and the very important study of biomechanics. Sports science is still new to us, and so we are still evolving in our knowledge and our methods. The New Zealand Way is a continuation of our development and application of sound coaching practices based on where we've been, our successes, and where we'd like to go in the future. Today, our main focus is on the basics of biomechanics.
Basic biomechanical principles have been successfully and accurately identified to describe the movements of delivering a bowl. We'll look at stability, alignment, and segmental sequencing, the timing of the step, the arm swing, and the transfer of weight, as we discuss and show you the overall bowl delivery. We'll show you today that it's not necessary to have a complete new technique for varying surface conditions or speeds. However, by simply adopting the correct body positions, alignments and segmental sequencing, it's a matter of adjusting your range of movements for fast or slow greens. As we move forward with our work, we'll see technical refinement, and as we apply our knowledge throughout the sport, we'll begin to see other advantages, particularly in the area of injury prevention.
But first, let's begin at the beginning. Getting used to holding the bowl correctly in your hand will give you maximum control. This applies to all bowling shots, so getting this right will set you up for making the most of the techniques that follow. With the bowl in your non-bowling hand, place your middle finger on top directly along the running surface, with the first and third fingers placed along the rings of the bowl. Turn your hand over to the delivery position. Make sure the thumb is no higher than the outer rings, and you can let the little finger rest lightly and comfortably on the side of the bowl. The weight of the bowl rests solely on the 3 main fingers, so you are not gripping the bowl, and the thumb and the little finger are only supporting the bowl in the hand. The centre line of the running surface of the bowl forms a direct line through the arm, elbow to the shoulder, with the middle finger centred on the bowl. Once you get used to this, if you're not already, you'll find the bowl can be released from the hand smoothly onto the running surface. It is important to develop a pre-shot routine. You see them everywhere. Other bowlers, golfers and rugby place kickers. They all achieve the same thing: mental preparation of the shot you're about to take. This routine brings your concentration to the fore. It creates focus and allows confidence and control. And what's more, it will establish a consistency with your bowl delivery. There are several key components in your pre-shot routine, namely, to start concentration, to decide what your shot objective is, to place the bowl correctly in your hand. Begin your pre-shot routine from 1 metre behind the mat, heading in the direction of your intended line. Identify your line, then select a fixed point on the bank. Confirm your line and establish a focus point on the green. Visualize the shot. Get a clear picture of what you want to do with the bowl and then move on to the mat. And remember, all this should be natural and comfortable. As you move on to the mat, place your anchor foot at the center of the mat, pointing in the direction of your intended line, about 5 to 10 centimeters from the front edge. Place your lead foot adjacent and parallel to your anchor foot. Your feet should be about hip width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Your shoulders and hips will be square to your intended line and your head centered. It is a common fault to allow your shoulders to rotate inwards, so remember to keep them square to your intended line. At this point, now your feet are on the mat. Reconfirm your focus point. With your body relaxed in an upright or semi-upright position, make sure that you're comfortable, your knees are slightly flexed, upper trunk slightly forward, weight over the balls of your feet, and now elevate the bowling arm extending along the delivery line. The simplest way to describe the bowling arm action is a controlled pendulum swing. The higher the swing, the more force generated, and the faster the bowl will travel. What we'll be looking at as an overall delivery will be body alignment, stability and control, rhythm, timing, and weight transfer. Looking at the swing from the side, we can see that the movement is initiated by the trunk rotating forward from the hips. This starts the momentum. By rotating from the hips, avoids placing unnecessary pressure on the lower back. In the past, too many bowlers have tended to rotate from the lower back, which in the long term may cause injury. The swing starts with a slight transfer of weight onto the toes. Being careful not to lift your heels. Then drop your arm downwards and backwards in a straight line. As your bowling arm passes your hips, your lead foot is activated. The forward swing starts in a straight line from the maximum height of the backswing as the heel of your lead foot is grounded. Note the centre of mass, roughly about the lower abdomen, will continue to move forward during the delivery process, and it's important to maintain the centre of mass in a central position throughout your entire delivery. When you release, your body should be in this final position. Upper trunk in a horizontal position, front leg shank angled forward, lower back leg in horizontal position, upper thigh is vertical or angled slightly forward. The ideal release is when the bowl is at its closest to the surface. This is the bottom of the pendulum swing when your arm is vertical. The bowl is released directly below your shoulder. Your head is forward of the lead foot and forward of the bowl at release. After release and into the follow through, keep your body low and keep moving your body weight forward. The correct use of body movement and sequencing will make sure that maximum force is applied to the bowl with minimal effort. Now let's have a look at some of the common faults which can be seen from the side. First, poor sequencing and timing, or poor arm swing and leg movement. The upper trunk is kept in a vertical position or rotating from the lower back. Here the body weight is on the heels and the bowler adopts a sitting position during the delivery, which puts the centre of mass dropping straight down to the ground. Note the limited range of movement with the arm and steps. Poor body position at release, or release is after the vertical point of the pendulum swing. We'll take a look at the overall delivery from the front and check the body position and bowl alignment. First, let's check the dress position, noting the head, shoulders, hips and feet, making sure there is even weight distribution. The delivery starts with your upper trunk falling forward in a straight line. Your head stays in a central position and your bowling arm swings back and forwards in a straight line. Your lead foot steps forward in a line with the intended delivery, and your non-bowling arm slides down your thigh during the delivery to end up resting on your thigh. This makes sure that your shoulders stay square during the delivery and gives you stability at release. The release occurs close to the toe of the lead foot. Your bowling arm continues along the line of delivery, not crossing in front of your body in the follow through. Note the palm faces upwards and your head stays still, and you stay down to avoid topping the bowl and therefore limiting the force applied. As the bowl travels down the delivery line, you continue forward and stand up slowly. From the front we can see many of the common faults not seen from the side. Where the weight is not evenly distributed at the address position, or the bowler is favouring one side or the other. The bowling arm is not in front of the body. The upper trunk is still in a vertical position or falling to the right or left. Look for excessive hip and anchor knee rotation, stepping across the line, or poor body alignment. This will put unnecessary pressure on the joints. Release is past vertical point, or a poor rotation of the arms and shoulders. Fingers or hand rotating at release, and arm coming across the body. Looking at the overall delivery from behind shows us clearly the body position and weight distribution. So just to recap, remember to hold the bowl correctly, develop your pre-shot routine and identify your line of delivery and prepare your mind for the shot. Remember your anchor